Hey everyone, welcome back to Travel Guy. I'm your host, and if you're new here, this channel is all about discovering the most interesting places in the world, one adventure at a time. Now today, we're heading to a place that truly stands out, a state that's practically its own country when it comes to personality, pride, and spirit. That's right, we're talking about Texas. People from all over the US, and even around the world, are packing up and moving to the Lone Star State. But what exactly makes Texas so special? Why do people who move here from other states fall completely in love with it? Well, saddle up, because today we're counting down the 10 things people love about Texas, out of state. 10. The friendly people. One of the first things people notice when they move to Texas is how friendly everyone is. There's a real sense of warmth and kindness here, something Texans call Southern hospitality. You might be a stranger at the grocery store, and someone will strike up a conversation just because they're curious about where you're from. People hold doors open for you, wave when you let them merge in traffic, and say y'all with a smile. In small towns like Fredericksburg or Waco, neighbors often bring over food when someone new moves in. Even in bigger cities like Dallas or Houston, people are surprisingly approachable. Texans tend to treat you like family right from the start. For people moving from faster-paced, colder states, that friendliness feels like a breath of fresh air. 9. The cost of living. Next up, the cost of living. This is one of the biggest reasons people from out of state fall in love with Texas. Compared to states like California, New York, or Washington, Texas offers a much more affordable lifestyle. There's no state income tax, which means you get to keep more of your paycheck. Housing is significantly cheaper, especially when you look at what you get for your money. In cities like Austin or San Antonio, you can find beautiful homes with big backyards, sometimes even with pools or a few acres of land, for the price of a tiny apartment in Los Angeles or San Francisco. Groceries, gas, and even dining out tend to be less expensive too. For many families, that financial breathing room makes all the difference, and it's a big reason people stay. 8. The food scene. If there's one thing Texans are passionate about, it's food. And honestly, who can blame them? Texas is heaven for food lovers. From legendary barbecue joints to classic Tex-Mex, there's always something delicious around every corner. You've probably heard of places like Franklin Barbecue in Austin or Snow's Barbecue in Lexington, where people line up before sunrise just to get a plate of slow-smoked brisket that melts in your mouth. But that's just the beginning. Texas is a melting pot of flavors. In Houston, you'll find world-class Vietnamese, Mexican, and Indian cuisine. In San Antonio, the breakfast tacos are practically a religion. And in Austin, food trucks are part of the culture, serving everything from gourmet burgers to vegan tacos. And of course, you can't forget about the iconic Texas chili. No beans, just meat, spice, and a whole lot of love. People from out of state often say that eating in Texas is an experience, not just a meal. 7. The wide open spaces. Texas is massive. It's the second largest state in the US, covering over 268,000 square miles. And with that kind of space comes an incredible sense of freedom. People who move from crowded states like New Jersey or Massachusetts are blown away by how open and spacious everything feels. You can drive for hours and still be in Texas, passing deserts, forests, mountains, and coastlines along the way. There's something almost cinematic about it. Endless skies, sunsets that stretch forever, and stars that shine brighter than you've ever seen. You can explore the pine forests of East Texas, hike through Big Bend National Park, swim in the spring-fed rivers of Hill Country, or watch the waves crash along the Gulf Coast in Galveston. For outdoor enthusiasts, Texas is a dream. It's not just big, it's beautifully big. 6. The economy and job opportunities. Texas isn't just pretty, it's powerful. The state has one of the strongest and most diverse economies in the entire country. Energy is still a major player. Oil, gas, and wind power all thrive here. But that's not all. Cities like Austin have become tech hubs, sometimes called Silicon Hills. Major companies like Tesla, Apple, and Oracle have set up operations in Texas. Houston is home to the Texas Medical Center, the largest medical complex in the world, and it's a global leader in healthcare and research. Dallas-Fort Worth is a major corporate center, with dozens of Fortune 500 companies headquartered there. All of this means jobs, good ones. People from all over the US move to Texas for career growth, and the lower cost of living makes it even more attractive. In Texas, you can chase big opportunities without sacrificing lifestyle. 5. The culture of freedom and independence. If there's one word that describes Texas, it's freedom. Texas has a deep-rooted sense of independence. It was once its own country, after all. That history still shapes how Texans think today. People here take pride in doing things their own way, and they value personal freedom more than almost anything else. Whether it's starting your own business, buying land, customizing your home, or just living life on your terms, Texas encourages that spirit of individuality. It's part of what makes the state so appealing to people from all backgrounds. You can be whoever you want to be here, and Texans will respect that. 4. The weather. Mostly. If you're tired of long, freezing winters, Texas will feel like paradise. The state's generally warm climate means more time outdoors, more sunshine, and more activities year-round. You can go kayaking in January, grill out in February, and take a road trip in March without worrying about snow. Sure, summers can be hot, especially in places like Austin or Houston. But for many people, that's a fair trade for mild winters and sunny skies. And the best part? Texas sunsets. They're fiery, dramatic, and unforgettable. 3. The music and nightlife music is woven into the very soul of Texas. Austin proudly calls itself the live music capital of the world, and for good reason. On any given night, you can find hundreds of live shows happening all over the city, from country and blues to rock, jazz, and indie. Texas has given the world legends like Willie Nelson, Beyoncé, Stevie Ray Vaughan, and George Strait. But it's not just about the stars. It's about the local talent playing in bars, coffee shops, and roadside dance halls across the state. In Fort Worth, you can catch live country at the historic Stockyards. In Houston, the hip-hop and R&B scenes are thriving. And in smaller towns, you'll find people two-stepping under string lights to local bands. Nightlife in Texas isn't limited to clubs. It's about connection, culture, and good music shared with good people. 2. The pride and state identity. Texas pride is unlike anything else in the U.S. You see it everywhere, on shirts, flags, cars, and even coffee mugs. People genuinely love being from Texas, and that pride is contagious. Even people who move here from out of state start to feel it after a while. There's a sense of belonging that comes with embracing Texas culture. The history, the traditions, the attitude. It's about being proud of where you live and celebrating it with everyone around you. Texans don't just live in their state, they represent it. 1. The sense of community. And finally, the number one thing people love about Texas is the sense of community. Despite its enormous size, Texas still feels connected. Towns come together for Friday night football games, parades, festivals, and local fundraisers. When a neighbor is in need, people show up, no questions asked. During difficult times, like hurricanes, floods, or power outages, Texans have shown over and over that they take care of each other. There's a shared strength and compassion that runs deep here. It doesn't matter where you're from originally. Once you're part of a Texas community, you're family. So there you have it, the 10 things people love about Texas, out of state. From its friendly people and mouth-watering food to its open skies and strong sense of pride, Texas is more than just a state. It's a feeling. It's a lifestyle. And for millions of people who move here, it quickly becomes home. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to Travel Guy, and ring that bell so you don't miss more adventures from around the world. Thanks for watching, and remember y'all, everything's bigger, brighter, and maybe just a little better in Texas.